Secret's turn to pick.
Remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Clockwork!
Dire team pick.
Shadow Demon. Send.
Okay, welcome back to Shanghai for live coverage of the Perfect World Masters. Seems that we've got some magicians, and they've managed to fix the booth or whatever issues. Fortunately for
10
us,
seconds remaining.
get back to the match and get into the second game draft momentarily.
5 seconds remaining.
Seems like VG Gaming are itching to get underway as well in their booth. Black, we've discussed the flaws. So what do they change up here? Because we were all having this bit of a banter actually in the break, weren't we? Which way do they go then? Do they go back to comfort? Do they try and go head to head with Vici in the draft? Do they carry on trying to be funky and doing something outside of it? Is that not their only option?
Honestly, at this point, Secret is getting really outclassed by VG Gaming. How much you can attribute that to C2Y being standing or not, I don't really know, but they definitely can't fight them with in VG Gaming's game. That's not possible for sure, but I think what they need to do is kind of revert back to their own strong style, because I feel like Lion's draft really put them out of the comfort zone, and they have to make sure that they at least try to stay in it, because otherwise they'll just get torn apart again.
Draft one on the way. Just recap it. Similar bands. Not quite.
10 seconds remaining.
The Razor Band begins.
5 seconds remaining.
Both teams have gone a bit differently here. Secret picking up the Tide second. Again, going with that support off lane early on. But in this case, few lesser obvious counters to the Tide Hunter, or at least if you end up picking one of them, there are encounters to that as well, which is a little bit different from the Omni, I felt like in the last game. I'm also setting up maybe for more team fight. There's potential synergy for them to pick right now. So obviously with the Clockwork, you can get a Shadow Fiend with that. I think they've played that lineup before this tournament as well. And then also for the Shadow Demon pickup, maybe Secret are expecting something that's Luna or something else. There's a ban actually. But if there's more physical damage being leveraged there, that makes the Tide that much higher value.
10 seconds
As
remaining.
Soul Catcher is really strong against Tide Hunter as well. So they're definitely full to use.
5 seconds remaining.
I wonder whether they really wanted to have the Shadow Demon, or whether they expected Omni Knight pick again, because Shadow Demon obviously counters Omni Knight quite heavily, but they chose to go with the Tide Hunter instead. But SC in no way is bad against it, and SC tanking is a very strong roaming combo, but we don't even know, it might be an offlane tanking as well, it's a very open pick. And we spoke about the possibility of Shadow Demon being an offlaner as well. That round is pretty open right now. For every celebrating very hard.
10 seconds
His advantage is
remaining.
bad.
5 seconds remaining.
I have to agree. We had a lot of discussions about Shadow Demon. The hero is really underrated right now. I have to see
Dire
it picked up in the
team
first phase.
He's another hero that does a little bit of everything. He has Wave Clear ultimately if you need it.
Right?
Yeah, he's got save, he's got catch, he's got disable, BKB piercing disable more or less for bigger targets. It's
10
something where
seconds remaining.
surprised even in patches where he feels a bit weaker or has been nerfed, he's not picking more.
5 seconds
He does all
remaining.
of these things pretty well.
And now you got buffed as well. If you kill someone under Soul Catcher, you get the
Secret's turn to pick.
Remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Clockwork!
Dire team pick.
Shadow Demon. Send.
Okay, welcome back to Shanghai for live coverage of the Perfect World Masters. Seems that we've got some magicians, and they've managed to fix the booth or whatever issues. Fortunately for
10
us,
seconds remaining.
we get back to the match and get into the second game draft momentarily.
5 seconds remaining.
Seems like VG Gaming are itching to get underway as well in their booth. Black, we've discussed the flaws. So what do they change up here? Because we were all having this bit of a banter actually in the break, weren't we? Which way do they go then? Do they go back to comfort? Do they try and go head to head with Vici in the draft? Do they carry on trying to be funky and doing something outside of it? Is that not their only option?
Honestly, at this point, Secret is getting really outclassed by VG Gaming. How much you can attribute that to C2Y being standard or not, I don't really know, but they definitely can't fight them with like in VG Gaming's game. That's not possible for sure, but I think what they need to do is kind of like revert back to their own strong style, because I feel like
Dire team
Linus
back.
draft really put them out of the comfort zone, and they have to make sure that they at least try to stay in it, because otherwise they'll just get torn apart again.
Draft one on the way. Just recap it. Similar band. Not quite
10
identical, but
seconds remaining.
the Razor Band begins. And
5
different way.
seconds remaining.
Both teams have gone a bit differently here. Secret, obviously, Secret picking up the tide second. Again, like going with that support off lane early on. But in this case, few like lesser obvious counters to the Tidehunter, or at least if you end up picking one of them, like
Team
their
Secret,
encounters to
turn
that
to
as well,
bat.
which is a little bit different from the Omni, it felt like in the last game. I'm also setting up maybe for more team fight. There's potential synergy for them to pick
Dire
right
team
now. So
back.
obviously with the Clockwork, you can get a Shadow Fiend with that. I think they've played that lineup before this tournament as well. And then also for the Shadow Demon pickup, maybe Secret are expecting something that's Luna or something else. There's a ban actually. But if there's more physical damage being leveraged there, that makes the Tide that much higher value.
10 seconds
As Soul
remaining.
Catcher is really strong against Tidehunter as well. So they're definitely full to
5
use. And
seconds
I
remaining.
wonder whether he really wanted to have the Shadow Demon, or whether they expected like Omni Knight pick again, because Shadow Demon obviously counters Omni Knight quite heavily, but they chose to go with the Tidehunter instead.
Team
But
Secret,
SC in
turn
no way is
to
bad
bat.
against it, and SC tanking is a very strong roaming combo, but we don't even know, it might be an offlane tanking as well, it's a very open. And it looks like a very free Storm game already. I really like this pick up.
10 seconds remaining.
Storm though.
5 seconds remaining.
They can't really help too much. Like Storm can help a little bit, but he's not like an ogre or something that can really like dominate a mid hero. Bloodseeker. I guess it's Clark, but still hard on Clark. Makes a lot of sense. PG needs some lockdown right now.
Punten
or
Bapak,
a really
aduh,
big silence.
saya teh mau tanya,
Iya,
kalau
The only other
tempat
way they can play
kumpulnya
is
anak-anak
if they
Sekidok teh
combo
ada di mana ya?
dominate the Storm,
Oh,
he
anak-anak
doesn't get
Sekidok.
online.
Ya, mereka
And
tuh
then you can
kumpulnya di
deal with
Saidan.
Saidan.
Nah, kamu kalau dari sini langsung menuju
That's
Gondomanan
after
aja
one
mbaknya ya.
Muhun.
Gondomanan itu nanti belok kanan. Nanti ada anak nongkrong di sana, ada yang nongkrong. Mbaknya tanya selalu aja sama anak-anak itu.
Saidan ya Pak ya?
Iya, benar banget.
Saidan.
Iya.
Hatur nuhun Pak.
Welcome.
It's both their weaknesses right now.
There's still something with the Dragon Knight to pull off some of those.
5 seconds remaining.
Even though a few weeks ago, what Secret ban
Wow. Drow
A
Storm.
Drow Storm game.
This is all built for Storm. This entire game is just for Storm. They need to make sure he gets a good game. If they can shut down the Storm. Although it's like, what is he gonna do? If you recall yourself, if
5
Starkhammer gets on
seconds
top of the
remaining.
Drow, it's gonna be very problematic for them. Because they don't really have save to get him off her.
So, what's the last pick?
They're going to want to
Vici.
apply a ton of split push pressure this game. They have wave clear or tower push from basically all 5 positions. And so
VG's kind of locked into a position now where they need either a pusher or someone that can really deal with the Storm.
Dragon Knight.
Choose
They're
your
looking for a
hero.
Dragon Knight in the end. Alright. That still means the Storm is gonna free farm middle though. Unless they're gonna roam on him. Well,
CTY Storm game.
yeah. Alright, CTY Storm is
A fairly split decision on this one. There's a little bit of indecision. Not a surprise after a much better draft this time round from Secret. Can they convert it into a game win? Let's find out as we head back to the arena with Toby Wannerman.
Well, if the panel is indecisive, maybe we can help settle the split on this one then?
I would say Secret have a slight edge in the draft as well.
Okay.
But VG are in better form.
So you're on par with Jack.
I mean, it's... I don't really say I favor either team. I mean, maybe slightly VG just because I think they've been playing a lot better. Yeah, but if Secret's going to win a game, it's going to be Secret.
Can they convert it into a game win? Let's find out as we head back to the arena with Toby Wannerman.
Very few that will be there, but you've still got to get CTY. Well, if the panel is indecisive, maybe Sphere, and then some kind of aggressive split with it.
Even without Lincolns, I think I would say Secret have a slight edge in the draft as well. Yeah, it's more so the draft in better form.
Yeah, so you're on par with Jack. I sit there as a lover personally.
I don't really say I favor either team. Maybe slightly PG just because I think they've been playing no matter what you're playing against. But if Secret's going to win a game, it's going to be Secret.
The distance. Slark is the old-fashioned can help her. In fact, it actually hurts. Still get CTY. Well, the panel is indecisive, maybe Sphere, and then some kind of split with it.
Even without Lincolns, I think I would say Secret has slight edge in the draft as well. Yeah, it's more so the draft in better form.
Yeah, so you're on par.
Obviously, I mean, I don't really say I favor either team. Maybe slightly PG just because I think they've been playing no matter what you're playing against. But if Secret's going to win a game, it's going to be It's also weird that they turn for the draft because they do already have the Jakiro. Jakiro's already pretty decent at 20 towers. I thought they would have picked, you know, some more... Ace usually does play the space, even without Lincolns, I think. You know, I would say Secret has CTY and actually deals with damage. Just usually what we see, even from CTY's old teams and Ace's current team. But this game is a little bit different.
Maybe that's the reason they're doing what they're doing. Like, they just double up on it. They force the towers early on. Slark, Omni, and DK, they all take a little bit of time before they come online. Same with the SK. So maybe there's a timing window that Puppey just saw in the draft and said, you know what? I don't think they can actually repel us.
That is true. I do think that 11 is not going to build as greedily as Fada. And if he were to, it would probably be a mistake just judging on the draft unless they're super far ahead. But he should have a pretty easy time in lane, I would say.
Versus the first time I've seen a little red eye appearing on the map like that. A little ward marker that the dire side can put down. Nice. Features in a game. 6, 7 years, 8, however many years old.
The battle begins.
I think 8 is not an 8.
No. So, but do you want to start counting Warcraft 3, Dota? We developed a lot of stuff back then too. But Bruins, 2 and 2. A little bit of harassment damage either way. And then let the laning phase begin, and we'll really see how everything goes down. Ori may be a little bit sad. The body block in the mid, superior for Team Secret.
Well, he didn't really get a block on Ori because with the way TP scrolls work now, you can't actually TP to the mid lane after you get the bounty runes.
So you have to commit one of the support heroes, which for VG are up on top lane.
Or you don't go for the rune, which I actually think some mid players do.
Fada's in trouble up on top. The Trojan's going to come in. Lanham, wait for the right timing. The leech is going to begin this control time. Now they can go for the Burrow strike. You don't have another pounce just yet. Fada really Dragon shot lets him break free, but it still won't be enough. At the same time, the battle was happening on the bot lane. So taking with that split screen, we were actually watching both engagements. But it was Lanham who gets the first blood in on the top lane before Puppey's able to get the revenge onto Young 11 on bot.
That was a split-second difference in between the two. Yep. It's tough as level 1 out there, especially because Kraken Shell level 1 is... Sometimes you'll see people get like Stout Shield and then they'll get Anchor Smash at level 1 just so they can stay in lane. Especially in situations like that. You have 3 heroes being on you and 2 SD Illusions. So you're going to get a lot of value if you have both of them. However, he has taken the spill.
And this mid lane, obviously it's going to go the way of the Storm Spirit early on until...
Jeez, he's way ahead.
Yeah, that's the thing, like, until the ball is going to arrive, and again, Farda's going to die up on top lane. It's a dead lane for him to be there. But Orange really getting wrecked. Like, how long is it going to take before he's able to pick up his bottle and then start pre-firing farming?
Oh wow, the Absol is going to get the Bounty Rune and the Arcane Rune on bottom. And 11 is not going to get this bounty on bottom, so he might actually die here.
No, Yapsol is hesitating to run forward.
Wow, I'm very surprised about that. I guess he's not level 2 yet, but he is level 2. When did he go for that? That's weird.
Don't know. He's got the mana for both cogs as well as batteries, so maybe he's trying to wait until he ran down like this. Like, you back off, the Dire Observer Ward should have actually seen this.
Yeah, you're gonna have to search for a pretty long time.
And he just TPs away, back to the tier 3 tower. Waste. Tier 1 tower.
Waste your time. I mean, maybe he was worried about the creep wave, but I think you can cog him out. Like, the creep wave starts to the right side of the river, not close to the cliff.
CTY is going to be aware. He's got his Observer Ward up there, so he knows that Lanham's in the neighborhood. Couple of one charges available, Bottle's going to arrive, and like CTY understands, even with the help of Lanham, this mid lane still belongs to him. It's 24 versus 13-2 now, so Ori is catching up, and he's got the Soul Ring.
Soul Ring, nice.
And Lanham will move all the way down south. Not exactly certain if he can get this kill. With the help of the SD, maybe they can. 3 heroes coming over. Yamsol waiting on the high ground. They're down with the battery assault. Young 11 inside of it. He'll repel. Give himself some protection. Now SD. They turn for the fight. And maybe they have enough. Puppey, Forest right up. Having all the damage purification. Ace with the early point up and Gus. Just pushing it back. And Puppey, he's dying to the SD illusion. Fenrir trapped inside the cog. Once more. Another hero locked in with the Yamsol. But Ace, he doesn't want to fight this one. But he's just TPing out to safety. So Yamsol will find the kill over on Fenrir. There is no follow through again from VG.
Yeah, this is exactly how you want to pressure her around here. Force her to go not greedy, force her to spend a lot of money on consumables, force her to rotate in lane just to help out her supports. But at the same time, 11 is still not getting that much. Only 4 CS on him. Yeah. Ooh,
pretty terrible for him.
Storm has a regen. Should carry over until level 6 too. It's gonna be rough. They're gonna be really hard pressed to find a kill before that.
He's taking a fair chunk of damage. Lanham rotates in towards the mid. What a time for Yap sort of TP into the trees.
They had a scan that hit, so they knew that someone was coming.
Hence enemy incoming.
Yeah.
Popped up by Farda. Yapsol now making the play out. They need to get the cold block off, and Dragon Tail's gonna make that difficult. A vortex, no point in it, so no pullback. Just slowing it down. And there it is, the cold trap in. Ori coming everywhere. One charges up. Dragon Tail, the burn from the cog. It's not enough, and no level 6 on Storm. So actually Lamb is down up. Meanwhile on bottom lane, the double Gus Puppey getting some space on this one, but in 2 seconds time, he'll fire strike and Puppey will die unless he can dodge into the trees. But it will not happen. Extra Puppey illusions created with the death of that Jakiro.
Oh, Slark's actually... Oh, Tide is in the jungle. Oh no.
Tide is in the jungle and Slark has 20, and he has just almost as many denies as he has actual hits.
Oh, this is really bad that Tide has a jungle. Because Slark has a free lane. The supports are free to just completely dominate the bottom lane and just run around everywhere.
Still no level 6 on CTY and no regeneration rune for the use anymore.
That was a really nice play by Ori before where he canceled the regeneration rune from Storm Spirit. That actually saved him. But yeah, I mean, this is bad.
Yeah. And it's going to get worse when these supports from VG Gaming actually continue their rotation to add pressure.
Just
They can look to attack him. Doesn't have a Sandstorm. Yeah, he's a level 3 SK, but Burrow strikes away.
I actually expect the laning phase to go much, much better for Secret than this. Yeah, Storm's winning, but he has Drow Aura.
Yeah.
But he's getting crumpled on bottom.
But here we go again. There's the disruption, the focus, make sure there's no purification. Such heavy damage on Ace. And now Fenrir has got even more drones to fight for the cause. They look to move
Radiant's
forward.
middle tower
Yapzor and Pumpy forced out of the lane.
Radiant structures are
Steel Luge is
fortified.
actually currently chipping away at Yapzor. And he knows there's little he can do about it. What are they going to do? Rotate the Tidehunter in? Right now, Tidehunter has actually moved towards the mid lane to stop the Dragon Form DK, adding more pressure. But because this pressure is on, they know that CTY is also rotated off. He's down on bottom lane, starting either the long walk back to mid, or they let him at bottom for the moment and let Fada try and get something out of the mid lane.
So satisfying.
They've actually what they've done, they've pushed Ace to the north.
That's still not a great place for him.
Nope.
By north, he means the north jungle.
Yes. He thought he could venture beyond the wall and realized he'd actually quite crap as a wild.
Someone just called for a smoke on their side. The two of them bought smokes.
Oh, Fenrir and Lana together.
Sorry, on Secret side. It's weird that both supports actually buy smoke at the same time.
Maybe coming to bottom lane. They're going to absolutely wreck CTY. He has set his one-time stuff his sleeve with more lightning available, but that's not enough mana to get all the way back to the town, so Fenrir is going to start with destruction. Captures the by the right timing. This synergy has been absolutely perfect between the two supports. They need a little bit more damage, and they just don't have it, even with the caustic. Maybe the never a strike down to it. Closing the distance, diving the tower. Repel is there for a young 11. Will pull his way out of the Cosmolana, ready for another fire strike, ready for his base creation. Yapzor will follow the fire strikes there. They'll take the bounty route. Yapzor will pop to the caustic, let alone everything else is throwing at him. Storm and Quark fall to this. VG Gaming, without a care in the world, wander under Team Secret's towers. They continue just to win lane after lane after lane. Oh, yeah, he had, maybe they can get something back in mid. Jump to the DK. Jump further on the DK.
Very nice dodge on the stun right there, but don't think it's going to be enough to save him. Actually, did he? Yeah. Well, Ori also had an Arcane Rune last time he used the Dragon Form, so... I mean, Pop Ruggies had a free top lane. That is the dream as Slark.
1.7k network Ranger, who is the #1 for Team Secret.
I actually am still surprised that they let that top lane alone. Yeah, Fada died twice, but I mean, after the support showed bottom constantly, killing the THD, killing the Jakiro, killing the Drow Ranger, killing the Jakiro again, then you would expect someone to be up there, at least showing, so that you get all that glorious lane experience in gold.
But it doesn't happen for Team Secret. And they really went into this, like, then again, they did kind of early draft the Tide as well. This is why VG Gaming's third pickup of Omni Knight kind of like messed with their lanes completely. You wouldn't want Tide versus Omni, instead of something other than a Drow for an off-laner.
Yeah, they thought the Jakiro would be strong enough to zone him out, but that is not the case. Also, Jakiro is not the best right clicker, so she's actually not getting that much benefit from the Drow Aura too. Like maybe like a Lion or something has a little bit better right click could zone him out, but
so careful back again. Lana, Ari, and Young 11. Perfect combination to bring down CTY. Yapzor was nearby, but he was just trying to get enough leech experience off that bot lane to hit 6.
See, they are crumbling.
He's a level. You have level 4 Jakiro and Clockwork right now. Both supports from VG Gaming have 5. But it's the level 10 slot 10 minutes in. Now plus 10 ability.
Help us tip the scales, Dragon Knight.
And only just a couple of 100 gold, 400 gold away from having Shadow Blade.
This is one of those starts that are just completely demoralizing. And I hope they're not like, all silent and like bathing in their disgust of how the lanes went. Oh, and they popped 2 smokes. Oh no.
Radiant's bottom tower
Burn 2 smokes. Ace was still farming up the Ancients. Yapzor's going to call the sorry mark, and yeah, this is probably money for Fenrir. This is the best disruption. Supports TPing in, but then the purification and the repel. Fenrir will live kill off Yapzor. Fada's rabbit. It's rather effective, but still a won't save him. Young Maybe
tower is
won't
under
work.
attack.
Purification will kill him off. And VG Gaming, 11 kills to 3. Momentum galore coming their way, and that Shadowblade Slark is already on the hunt. And he has found the perfect prey. But doesn't
Radiant's
go for it.
bottom tower is under attack.
A little bit
the
risk.
drone.
Right next to the shrine.
Yeah.
But this is why you want a very tanky position file. Not necessarily tanky, but just one that's difficult to kill. One that buys enough time for a TP response. Bane, Shadow Demon, Winter Wyvern, like these sort of heroes that will buy enough time for your team to come. If he doesn't have disruption there, they probably just get in and get out before the TP start blowing it. But because of the disruption, they're literally just sitting there. 2.5 seconds.
Get off my rune.
Dire's top tower is under
Go
attack.
for next one.
Dire's
Keep those attacks coming in, shift the essence. The minimal stats the Team Secret's already got. Combining them now.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Bot lane.
attack.
Not a single tier 1 tower lost for VG Gaming, and they're about to take their second or
Radiant
their third
structures
tower in
are
total.
fortified.
2 tier 1s and 1 tier
Radiant's
2.
bottom tower is under attack.
Another disastrous sign of a Drow lineup, and you're losing
Radiant's
towers and you
bottom
don't
tower
even have
is
any T1
Something is going to go their way finally. Fenrir will get popped. The Observe Ward that was just on the other side of the tree line should have also helped them to know that,
Radiant's
yep, that
top
Dire
tower
Observe
is
Ward is
under
down.
attack.
So they're a little
Radiant's
bit of the
top tower
aggressive
is
vision.
falling.
Gets the got Lanham in mid. He virus strikes him. The purification was up. Farder thought he had some breathing room, but Ori has triggered the drone charge there.
Radiant's top
A
tower
little
is
bit of
under
space, but
attack.
a level 1 ice path. It'll help when Lanham doesn't connect. But Farder on the run back behind the tower, but he uses the illusions to purify. Where the panels say VG Gaming were just styling Team Secret in Game 1, that was style with a capital S.
This is what I like to see around. You know, you help your team out. You get Blink Dagger, you get Aether Lens, you know, you have a lot of mana to help out your teammates. How many heals did he throw out in that mid-fight where they completely demolished them with a turnaround? Like, if you go for a Midas Rush, you're not going to have the mana to throw out these amount of spells, and you're probably likely not even going to be there because you're going to be off, you know, hitting creeps.
Are you liking the build from Storm Spirit? We just got the Kaya as his first item and now going to be building into Lincoln's.
Dire's
Let's be real here. If he gets a Bloodstone, he's probably going to end up with like 6 charges after a couple minutes with the way the game's going.
That is true.
But I mean,
but is Kaya the best alternative?
Honestly, like, he's a little bit poor right now, so he doesn't really have much of a choice.
Wow.
Wow.
Kill secure.
So cool. Flame and just walk away. Doesn't even bother with the stun. Nice one, Ori. The confidence play. That is styling, dude.
He only needed the breeze of fire to get the kill before the TP was going to complete. Okay, well, the Slice already got too much in this game. He's got the Shadow Blade already done.
Dire's
I think
middle
half of the
tower
Echo
is under
Saber
attack.
is... yeah, he's got the Oblivion stuff coming out the courier now. Like, we're 14 minutes in on this slog. He's 13 levels up. Now, 7.4k. It's unbelievable how good this game is going for him. It's very believable how good this game is going for him after his laning phase.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yep.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
CTY jumping away just at the right time there, engulfing him from both sides. And Ball Lightning's all the way back to the tier 2 tower. Every bit of mana CTY has got allows him to follow the order of Farder of get back.
I think this early game might have played out actually a little bit differently if that first game hadn't been played. Because notice where they actually shift their attention to. Last game it was top and mid, and this game it was mid and bottom. They've been radiant both sides, so they actually like helped out their carry a lot this game, and they left Fod out on an island, and he.
Yamsol. Okay, you know not right when Yamsol with perfect vision misses the hook shot. Now Paparazzi can just pounce himself away.
But
and now they get the Observer Ward dewarded as well.
Their decision to not help out Fodder, though, I think really cost them. Nice silence.
The extra damage, not there.
Great silence coming out from him. Stop that disruption from coming out. But I mean, it's so little in the way of Team Secret.
Yeah.
Well, at least Vici have a pretty terrible Roche lineup, so Secret actually have a potential for Roche still if Vici make the fall dip going into Roche when all 5 of Secret are still up. So that's kind of what you're looking for Secret, for Vici to do something that's just beyond their means right now. They're AK ahead, but that doesn't mean they can do anything in the world that they want. Maybe they'll commit too hard on Storm without enough disables. Maybe they'll do Roche when they have a pretty terrible Roche lineup with no Medallion. Maybe they'll try and push towers when like Dragon Form is down or something like that. Maybe, you know, they'll try and farm all 3 lanes out when they can't control all 3 of them. So these are the things that you're looking for them to do. They are ahead, but they can still make mistakes.
Yeah, and that's where CTUI has to be there to capitalize on them. Because if he can do that, then that Lincoln Sphere can be completed. The control on him will disappear. So for the moment, VG still know the good target. The Shrine just got burned. CTY getting a little bit of mana back, and Paparazzi is on the hunt. The target, in fact, the pink is coming out a quick jump away. Over towards the SK, they just want to get one kill. And we couldn't hide. Fada creates some space with that Ravage. They kill off the SK, turn their attention towards Paparazzi. They've already burned the Ravage as well as the Mega Fada. It is time for a 3-15 season. The Wilbur can free, but now the Guardian Angel is there. So much regeneration, so much sustain for VG.
Radiant's middle tower
Paparazzi attacks over the dead corpse of Fada. 3 heroes down, no buyback for the Tide Hunter. They're only advantage for VG Gaming on that tier 2 tower. And that's not a big advantage. This coming.
Well, secretly maybe mid one is very happy. I think, like, you know, whenever you're like, you know, take a day off work or, you know, miss a game, you know, if they perform pretty poorly, you can be like, oh yeah, that's because I wasn't there, right? It's always nice and reassuring.
I'm fairly certain going through his head. You mean like, oh, I'm sorry this has to happen.
I bet he wished that he were here for this. Unfortunately, he's not. No.
But this is problematic to say the least for Team Secret.
Yep.
The net worth is completely blown out of proportion now. The Slark is building into a Blink Dagger now after having Echo Saber. Okay, now he's changed his mind and gone into Silver Edge. But this is still, it's harsh, and VG are going to keep the pressure on. No surprise. We saw them set the tempo in game 1. They're going to do exactly the same in game 2. Double Blink Daggers, SK and DK, and a smoke up from Team Secret. 4 of them together. Lanham smoke is actually going to break, so will Team Secrets. And Lanham instantly into Sandstorm, hiding underneath their own sentry ward. Team Secret really wanted something there. Maybe they're thinking about actually going into Roshan with that smoke. The line was right for it.
They would get crushed.
They've done it before.
They have. They're right.
Paparazzi. What do you do against that? You're repelled up. And all Storm can do is just fall away. CTY just attack pretty quickly. The destruction is there. FD will create some space, but he doesn't have enough to get away. Now do they have enough? It's just full shot. Yasuo. The epicenter, maybe Tide Rabbit and Meg. It gives them down to sustain for Team Secret. A massive fight. These are the mistakes the Merlini was mentioning about VG Gaming that they could make that will bring us back in, because now Team Secret, they're looking towards Roshan, they're getting money in.
You know what happened?
Is no longer a dream.
Frickin', I was just talking about how 11 went teamfight items, and then he had a Blink Dagger queued up, and then he built a Midas, and then he wasn't in range to heal the DK. Oh my goodness.
He just killed our face. The Ice Punch team catching up in the back lines, allowing CTY to do some work, to range us down, but nothing of value was lost.
Or he's probably like, where the hell were you, 11? Where were you?
Here we go. Let's have a look at it again.
Look at where he is. He's actually to the left of the secret shot. We had him. He was really close to the disruption. Clutch disruption coming out from Fenrir over here. He almost was in range to save him right here. But then he just heals the Paparazzi. Yeah.
Because yes, he used that Purify as well in the run back. Paparazzi was already healing. They didn't actually have the damage to threaten Yamso, who just instantly comes back in again.
I think if he has a Blink Dagger, it's a completely different fight. He can repel himself so he doesn't get ravaged, blink in, heal him up, and then GA and just start right-clicking people, and then Sand King and the Slark can follow up after that. But, you know, Midas just kills your team fight potential.
Oh boy.
It will pay off in 30 minutes, though.
The rocket from Secret's gonna oh god. Yes! Yes, it will pay off in 30 minutes.
Especially with losing that team fight, it might even be longer than that.
Right. In 30 minutes time, you can have a fully 6-slotted CTY and then nothing to control him.
But he has Midas,
they couldn't allow.
You can buy...
I'm sorry. Do you want to go back to the days of Alliance in 2000? What was it, 14? Do we need those times back again? Or the end of 2013?
But you have Midas. You can buy all the items that you can buy an Atos and a Scythe to counter the storm. Oh, we're done here. Especially with losing that team fight, it might even be longer than that.
In 30 comes Paparazzi, going to set 3 but a while is not long enough.
It's lovely that Paparazzi can go classic in the build because he has the agility and the attack speed, so just an all out right click. It's lovely that Paparazzi can go classic in the build because he has the agility and the attack speed, so just all out right click.
Paparazzi with a triple kill. Thanks for that. And VG with the creep wave coming down mid lane can at least force buybacks, if not do some heavy damage to tier 3.
Glorious plus 120 agility. Echo Saber Arcane Rune, pretty good.
Radiant's middle tower.
Got that kind of for it, so hey, why not? So Jamie doesn't have the Remnant Tower.
Paparazzi just does so much damage right now.
What's those do with him doing that?
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Now, Paparazzi has over 250 damage, 23 minutes into the game. He's gonna start to shift again. Gonna find it again. Sandria, he's gonna fall. CTY jumping in deeper, breaks the Lincoln speed. Now Paparazzi goes for a little bit. Support is there. They were going for both targets. A little bit of greed, or a lot of greed, a mountain of greed.
He still had all the stats, so right now he's at 37. Yeah, that's...
24 minutes in, realizing there's a hopeless case. Deep Secret gets 2-0 by BD Gaming as BD Gaming secures top 3 position here at the Perfect World Masters.
Lonem is the top 4. His drafts have been pretty damn good, I would say.